brace yourselves, Liverpool. A bid of 115 million, 118 million plus is set to come in from the Saudi club Al Ittihad for Mohamed Salah. The bid is yet to happen, but apparently it is being made and it is ready to be fired at Liverpool.
Well, they're sending it by carrier pigeon. How long does it take?
What will Liverpool and what will FSG's reaction be to that? And Liverpool fans, more importantly, would you be sorry to see Salah go? Of course you would, but for money like that, can they really say no? Sean's a big Liverpool fan. Sean, good morning. What's your take on it?
Good morning, Jim. Good morning, Simon.
Morning, Sean.
Morning, Sean.
He's okay. My take, I would be sorry to see him go. I really would. I think he's irreplaceable. 20 to 30 goals a season for 5 consecutive seasons. I think 130 million this late in the window doesn't do it.
No. Doesn't even 130 million wouldn't do it for you.
No, not for Mo. He's a legend. He's a legend of our club for what he's done for us. He's consistent, never injured. You can't replace him this late in the window, Jim.
Good call, Sean. Thank you for that. I wonder if Steve agrees with that. Another Liverpool fan. So many Liverpool fans calling in at this stage. Steve, what do you want to say? Good morning.
Hi guys, all right, great show.
Good, thanks, Steve. Thanks. Where are you with this?
I would 100% cash in. I think you can't turn that money down. We need to strengthen other areas. Midfield defence is weak in my opinion. We've got enough. We've got Diaz, Jota,
Gakpo, Nunes, yeah.
And we've got a young Scottish lad, Jim Doak. He is quality.
Yes,
He'll
yes,
be a
I've heard
bright
about him.
star.
Yeah.
Potentially reinvest midfield defence. Even look to push Trent. We've got another 2 good lads. I think it's Bradley and Ramsey, another Scottish one you love. So I think invest in the right areas, cash in, and times change. Times move on.
Well, the trouble is, Steve, the difficulty for you guys, which is the part that I can't get my head around, is how this deal happens now when it gives Liverpool no opportunity to reinvest. Because you're now on the 31st of August. It's okay for the Saudis because their transfer window stays open until the 7th of September. But ours closes. So the moment Liverpool sell Mo Salah, you've got what you've got. And all the reinvestment ideals that you think your team needs are for the birds because they can't do anything.
Yeah, well, I mean, yes, I think we're linked to the midfielder from BeIN. If they get the deal with Fulham over the line, we potentially might get him. So there's another option.
Okay, listen, Steve, thank you for that. You would say cash in, though. If it's 130 million, cash in.
Oh, yeah, 1,000,000%. Times move on.
All right, Steve, thanks for that. Gary, another Liverpool fan. Steve saying cash in. Caller before that said, over my dead body, don't sell him. What's your take on it, Gary?
Sell him. Get that kind of money, sell him.
I mean, it's crazy money, Gary, right?
He's 31 years old. He's done us proud. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? We're going to miss him.
All right. That wasn't a Scouse accent, was it? Mind you don't need to be a Scouse accent to support Liverpool. David, big Liverpool fan. David, what Gary said just before he drifted off was sell him. Do you agree?
100%. 100% get rid of him.
Really? Get rid of him? I mean,
the timing's terrible. The timing's terrible. We all know that. But he's 31 years old. To be fair, he hasn't been the same since he came back from the African Championships. And he loses the ball too much. Yes, he scored goals. Yes, he does. But nobody's irreplaceable. Nobody. And in fact, I'd invest the money in a right back as well.
Okay, thank you so much for that. There's a Liverpool fan in Hamburg, as he describes himself. I've got to say, for that kind of money, you cannot possibly say no. He said Bowen from West Ham would be one option. Poach one of the Real Madrid midfielders. I don't know if there's time left in this window to do that. Mr. Liverpool fan in Hamburg. Liam, from a Liverpool fan closer to home. Liam, what's your take on this? Take me up to 12 noon. Where do you stand on this? If Al Ittihad put their mouse where the money is, and my God, that we know they've got money, would it be time up? Would Salah go?
Honestly, there is not an amount that I would take for Salah. You can't replace him. You genuinely cannot replace him. I think that we wouldn't see any of it anyway. I mean, where's the money that we were meant to be spending on Caicedo and whatnot? So what makes me believe that they will spend it on anybody if we took it?
That's a good point. They were in for Caicedo. They were in for Romeo Lavia.
Yeah, but the reasons why they didn't get Caicedo is because Caicedo had already been touched and tapped by Chelsea in terms of they developed a relationship and Liverpool came in late. I mean, how much have you spent in this window? 150 million?
It's all smoke and mirrors with FSG, though, isn't it? That's the thing. They say that they've got this money to spend, and then we never see any of it. I mean, we were told that we were getting Bellingham for 2 years.
Well, I don't think you were told that by Liverpool, but certainly that was the talk, Liam. At the end of the day, would there not be life after Salah?
I don't know. I mean, Nunes has started to pick up a little bit. Obviously, last weekend were class, but I think it's just like it's a little bit emotional because obviously we're seeing all these players go. Mane went, Firmino went, Salah going. I think there's a lot of heart in the club that's going out of it now.
Okay.
But look what they've gone on to do. I mean, maybe there's a school of thought which says that Mane was gotten out of the door at the right time. Henderson's legs were going. Firmino was in that same camp. The change of direction is the change of direction. When you talk about the inability to replace someone, I'm sure people thought that when Roger Hunt came to the end, or when Kevin Keegan went to Hamburg, or when Kenny Dalglish finished, or when Ian Rush finished. But Liverpool keep on going on, and you've got a good squad of players, and you've got some formidable forwards. Salah's going to come to an end at some point. What do you want to do? Liverpool run the contract down so he goes on a free?
No, and I understand that, and I obviously understand that it's good money, and to anybody else, you would say 130 million, wow, snap your hands off. But as a Liverpool fan, I just think, especially at the time of it, and like you said, Simon, obviously the window over in Saudi Arabia stays open for some obscene reason a lot.
Yeah, it's choking it.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's crazy.
So the time, like you said, if they'd have come in at the start, it would have been maybe given us the opportunity to do it somewhere else.
Yeah,
right.
Good point.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Friday mornings from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.